Hi, I'm Noel New, the songwriting therapist, and I want to take a minute to talk about trust. And in the past, I've talked about, the trust formula. How do we gain trust from others, and how, I'm going to even say more importantly, do we are able to trust others? So it's trust coming in where we're trustworthy, and it's trust going out where we trust other people. And so going back to my old formula, which is, being honest with self and honest with another, times two. And the times two is you do that with me, you're honest with yourself and you're honest with me. We will start to trust each other. And this is on the level of, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, what I'm saying. On that level, we'll start to trust each other. The next level is intimacy, where we do the same thing, but how I feel, how I'm feeling in the moment. And I share that with you, and you share that back with me. And now we have trust and intimacy. So, but to go deeper, because even though that is, to me, right there, that's the whole thing, self-honesty, I can regulate that. I can pay attention to my honesty and how I'm being honest with myself and you. But what is the nature of trust? The nature of trust, meaning trusting myself, trusting another, trusting in a power greater than myself, on that level as well. And so the word came to me in an acronym, as things often do, which I have a lot of fun doing. But T-R-U-S-T, trust. So trust is true, reliable, and I'm going to check my notes here, unifying, sacred testament. So trust is true. So what does that mean? Trust is when the connection between one and another, or even self, is authentic. Again, going back to that honesty. So it's authentic and honest. Trust is reliable. There needs to be a reliability. And to me, reliability means dependable, and stable. It's not waxing and waning, wishy-washy. It's dependable and stable. So, true and reliable. Unifying. Obviously, it's connecting. It's inclusive. So it connects, all inclusive within myself and, what's going on within me, and then with you. True, reliable, unifying, sacred. Sacred, it's pure. It's divine, meaning it's really more potent and powerful than any other agreement we can have with each other, that we trust each other, or with self, that trust myself. And it's a testament. So a testament is proof or confirmation. So it's a testament to this true, reliable, unifying, sacred interaction. It's the actual testament, the agreement, and the proof between us and with self. So to be in that energy of trust, before I could even try to make sure somebody else is in that energy, I need to let it begin with me. So am I being true to myself, honest and authentic? Am I being reliable, stable, dependent? I can depend on myself. Am I unifying, being inclusive and connecting? And is it a sacred energy, purity? And the testament is there, meaning the proof and the affirmation, the confirmation of that's what I'm intending, that's what I'm doing with myself, so that I can put that out there for and with you. And that energy attracts that energy back. Because before we try to make sure everybody else is doing something, let it begin with me, so that I can be trustworthy of myself and trust myself. Then I will then be able to be trustworthy to you, and I will also trust you. And by the way, so if I'm doing that and I'm in a scenario where somebody else isn't or can't or won't be, have that trusting nature, there's where the boundary comes in. That's where the healthy boundary, the safe, healthy boundary. I don't have to engage in that. I can set my boundary, because this person is not being true, reliable, unifying with a sacred testament. They're just doing what they're doing. So rather than judge or criticize what they're doing, let me make the boundary, set the boundary, and maintain my true, reliable, unifying sacred testament with myself, so that I can have that with you in any way, shape, or form, because you may come around in another way. Sometimes we might be trustworthy in one moment, and then another moment, based on life experiences, based on our own scenarios, lose that for a minute, get off the beam, so to speak, kind of get shaky and wobbly. That's okay. Once that we're able to trust ourselves, I can give you the space to be able to trust you again eventually. So, and vice versa. Same here. And once we have this nature of trust with ourselves and each other, man, this world is a much more peaceful and engaging and connecting place.